Meron tong sa Japan. Japan ba ito? Na magazine. I think it's a free magazine. Pagkakataon na sana natin na para sumikat tayo sa Japan, yung tourism industry natin. Sa halip, ang nakalagay dito, ikaw ng ikaw, and then yung mga groundbreaking pinapakita natin sa halip na dapat ipapakita natin yung mga underground river, na 8 wonders of the world, yun, Tabon Cave, etc. Ang pinakita doon, kayo po, at saka yung mga groundbreaking ceremony.
As far as promotions is concerned, and which is our chief mandate, I would like to put on the record a matter that has been already clarified by the Department of Tourism. In that, the magazine that bore my image, called Philippine Topics, that was published in Japan and subsequently distributed for free, absolutely had no consent, funding, or information on the part of myself or on the part of the Department of Tourism. I did not pay for that magazine. No government funds were used for that magazine, and my consent was never obtained in the use of my image for that magazine. That being said, I wish to clarify that the Department of Tourism maintains two social media sites. One is the corporate site, which reports on the activities of the agency as well as the head of its agency. As far as the programs and projects of the Department of Tourism is concerned, and inevitably, as I have sought as best I can to be as present as possible in all the destinations in the country that have been visited by us in the past 3 years, perhaps that is the reason why my face prominently appears in the Department of Tourism's website, as that reports on our activities. On the other hand, there is a marketing platform of the DOT that reports on all of the destinations and markets all of the destinations in conjunction as well with the sites of the Tourism Promotions Board. So we wish to assure this committee that the Department of Tourism has worked as hard as it could as far as promotions is concerned, and has advocated as fiercely as possible as far as matters that can help or harm Philippine tourism, but are simply not entirely within the mandate of the DOT.
What did you do after you learned that they use your picture, your image, and all, and even some items here that describes who you are?
An immediate investigation was conducted upon my directive, and this is how we were able to find out that Philippine Topics magazine had sought permission to cover the Philippine Expo Pavilion in Japan. This was during the launch of the Philippine National Day of the country in Osaka Expo. And so they were given access to cover the Philippine National Day in Osaka. And my understanding is that the photo that was used as cover for the magazine was lifted from the coverage of that particular event. And the contents of the magazine are all lifted content. These are not the product of interviews that were conducted by them towards me, as there was never any. Therefore, after having learned that they were given access to the Osaka Expo, a demand letter had then been sent to Philippine Topics. First, to establish for the record that the magazine was in no way a directive or an editorial decision on the part of the DOT,